prophets, sages. Leviticus, laws to pause, find phrases. Turning them corners, your spiritual mazes. Genesis to Revelation, so divine. Flip them scripts, endless grace you'll find. Songs singing sweet, unbroken lines. Hitting that rhythm, wordplay refined. Anybody in here blessed? Anybody in here blessed? Bible in 1 year, we don't rest. Anybody in here blessed? Wake up early, the dawn's light shimmers. Spiritual breakfast, soul food dinners. Isaiah's vision, Ezekiel's figures. Walk through the fire, no one limbers. Kings and judges, prophets profound. Plowing the word, no mythical ground. Verse after verse, wisdom's bound. Heavenly soundtrack, soul serving sound. Anybody in here blessed? Anybody in here blessed? Bible in 1 year, we don't rest. Anybody in here blessed? No shortcuts, all divine routes. Listen to the whispers, no room for doubt. Parables drop stronger than gold faucets. Souls hydrated from divine prophets. Study the book, change perspectives. Carefully crafted, not too subjective. A year to reflect, learning perfect. Patterns of grace that time can't deflect. Old Testament drops deep and so real. Kings and warriors, covenant seals. Split that Red Sea, divine reveal. Commandments written, not made of steel. Bethlehem birth to cross on the hill. Unfolding the never blessings, cast with skill. Scripture flip, every verse fulfilled.
Through the word, every verse, every chapter, nothing unheard. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed. Yo, online sermons, holy vibes delivered. Spreading light, got the sinners reconsidered. Psalm to psalm, man's like a holy DJ. Flipping through scripture, repping the Yahweh. Your emotes in the chat, praising the message. Flat cap on point, teaching eternal lessons. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed. Digital pulpit, preaching like a pro. Followers grow as the faith overflow. Keyboard clicks, holy words they stick. Raining blessings down with a slick rhyme trick. Virtual congregation, united in devotion. 1 year strong, a spiritual promotion. He's a life coach with divine instructions. Streaming holiness, no room for interruption. Flat cap changed the game, new pastoral fame. Virtual shepherd, he's embracing the mainframe. In the comments, affirmatives and amens. With each Goliath tackled, faith extends. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Yo, online sermons, holy vibes delivered. Spreading light, got the sinners reconsidered. Psalm to psalm, man's like a holy DJ. Flipping through scripture, repping the Yahweh. Your emotes in the chat, praising the message. Flat cap on point, teaching eternal lessons. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Digital pulpit, preaching like a pro. Followers grow as the faith overflow. Keyboard clicks, holy words they stick. Raining blessings down with a slick rhyme trick. Virtual congregation, united in devotion. 1 year strong, a spiritual promotion. He's a life coach with divine instructions. Streaming holiness, no room for interruption. Flat cap changed the game, new pastoral fame. Virtual shepherd, he's embracing the mainframe. In the comments, affirmatives and amens. With each Goliath tackled, faith extends. Everybody in here blessed, I'm blessed, I'm blessed. 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 Digital pulpit, preaching like a pro. Followers grow as the faith overflow. Keyboard clicks, holy words they stick. Raining blessings down with
We should be good now. Now, it wasn't muted. For whatever reasons, Slobs likes to take a random set of characters. Ooh, sorry, I've got it super loud in my ear. It takes a random set of characters and numbers, puts that all together, and says, "Hey, that's your microphone." It is not. It is not. Sup? Good to see you, Jacob. Welcome in. Oh, Galaxy. Galaxy's here, making himself known with the redeeming the no hat for 5 minutes. So let me see. I can do that here. Let me see if I can do it on my phone. Will it work? Yes, this timer has started. So 5 minutes. No. All right, I hung it up with the other. So hey, welcome in. How's my hair look? Does it look good? Does it look all right? I don't know. I never care, but you know, there's VODs of this, so somebody will, you know, make fun of it. So hey, hope you guys all had a good day. I sat down in the marketplace today. It was super slow, but I had some good conversations. So, and that's really all that matters. I had some good conversations. Spent some time down there. And now we're gonna get work on some cooking. So welcome in, everybody. We'll redo that. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Glad you are here. You don't ever get to see me drink this in the morning because there's no caffeine. I'm drinking chamomile. I'll just show you the pot. I don't think I've ever showed this on cam. Maybe I have once or twice. There is my teapot. And you put the tea leaves inside, and you boil the tea inside the pot. So all your leaves, loose leaves, go in there. That's the Russian method for doing tea, which is my preferred way to drink my tea. So I'm real. Oh, you know what? I don't think I like the chat over the top. Let me hide that. Once we get to cooking, you won't be able to see anything that I'm doing down there. So, all right. That looks better. So let's start with potatoes because they're going to take close to the longest. And then whatever, you know what? Actually, let's start with the thing I don't know what it is. Let's start with that. So this is some vegetable that the booth down at the artisan market next to me, the farmers next door said, "Hey, you ought to try this." And I thought these were just for decorations. I didn't think people actually ate them, but they said they're good. So we're going to try this. And we're going to do couscous today. We're going to do some cashews in there. So I post Skillet meals regularly that I make them. I just haven't shown videos of making them. So, you know, there we go. All right, let me get a knife here. My favorite knife. Slicing off the stem there. Yeah, if you're using a knife, make sure that you are trained or that you have skills or something. You know what? I think I'm going to peel this. All right, so I got my peeler, and I'll move my microphone over here. We're going to peel this. Now you can just use a knife to peel. I happen to like using a peeler because I feel like I get less meat and I just get the skin is the only thing that ends up being peeled. So. You know, I understand why they do fast forward in TV shows for cooking. because this must not be this probably is not the most exciting thing you could watch here. Yeah, here's another reason why you might want to use a knife. The peeler does not want to get into this groove right there. I'll clean that up, however, when we go to cut it. Because I don't know whether this is going to make a difference if the peel is on there or not. You know, it might be like a potato and it might be okay. It might be like a kohlrabi and it's okay, but I don't know. It could be that way. All right, let's cut it in half. All right, so there's some seeds in there. Doesn't look too bad. 15 seconds left on the hat. Subdue! Hey, welcome in. Timer is up. Timer is up. So this, you just coming in. Here was the weird fruit or the weird veggie. I don't know what it is. It was gifted to me, and we're gonna see what it tastes like. I'm sure it's gonna be fine to eat raw, so I'm gonna take a little bite of it. Similar to kohlrabi, like I was thinking it might be. But it's not, like if you've had kohlrabi, kohlrabi does have a little bit of a bite to it. So it does not have that. I feel like this is not going to need as long to cook, but that's okay. I'm going to put this aside after I chop it, and we'll start with the potatoes then. And then I'll add this in. Don't want to end up overcooking and it end up being crispy or mushy. How's the view on the chopping board? Is that all right? Can you see well enough? I also love the shirt. Let's see it. Oh, okay. Let me finish chopping this up, and then I'll sport the shirt. Oh, the angles? Oh, thanks, man. And I'm really happy with the one over the cooking. I think that's a great angle there. That's my best cam that's going to get the cooking part. What I need to do if I'm going to do more of these, you know, like if I'm just doing Streamaversary, I don't need to do anything more, but, you know, getting a Rode mic would be a plus if I do more things. All right. So here, let me show off the shirt. Okay, that should have been good, I think. Let me get a bowl to throw this in. Actually, I can't get into the cupboard with the bowl because of one of the cameras is set up in front of it. So we're just going to put it on a plate. There we go. So there it is chopped up. Set that aside and we'll do some potatoes. Oh, you didn't see the front? I'll show you again. It's a DC4C. So it's Digital Creators for Christ. I think we'll go with 3 red-skinned potatoes. That should be good. So just FYI, you can cut your potatoes however you want, but if you notice what I did, I cut the dimension that I want here and I left the outside be whatever it is. So I'm looking for 2 slices in the middle there. This is the size I want to chop them into. And then the other 2 can be bigger. Now if I'm doing other things, like if I'm doing potatoes as a side dish, I will do bigger chunks than these, but since I want it to be a skillet meal, I want to be able to get a bite of potato, a bite of anything else that's in the dish as well at the same time. So whoop, that one slid out. All right, let's start our skillet actually. Now, some people might wait for it to be hot to put stuff in. I just don't. I feel like with my skillet that I use all the time, just continuing to have oil in there all the time, things aren't going to stick, so I'm not worried about it being up to temperature. Now, if I was doing something I wanted to sear, like, you know, if you got meat and you want to sear it, then I would want it at temp first. So what'd you do today, Subdue, or anyone else who's hanging out watching Galaxy? Anything exciting or fun that you did today? My wife went shopping with her mother, and now she's out on a bike ride. Which, by the way, if you notice, if you would like to help support me, I'm raising funds for kids' cancer. So there's the link if you want to help with kids' cancer. Oh, you did a lunch after church today. That sounds like fun. I always love those. Yeah, you can hear the sizzle, or you can see the sizzle. I'll put the microphone over there in just a second. Yeah, there you go. All right, so since potatoes need to cook all the way through, I'm turning the temp down, covering it up, leave a little bit of steam in there so the potatoes will cook through in the lower amount of heat. Yeah, both. You're the sizzle you can see and hear, yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. Steam and sizzle, that's awesome. Okay, what do I want to do next? Couscous has got time. Let's get cornbread going. We're gonna do some cornbread today. I should heat the oven, shouldn't I then? Sorry, no shot of the refrigerator, so that's why I have to don't use it too much during the shooting, but I gotta go off camera once in a while, so. Should be a 1/3 cup there. need 1 egg. Now, part of me wants to show off because I used to do this all the time and I could crack eggs with 1 hand. I don't do enough cooking to crack eggs with 1 hand on the regular, so. Oh, you're fully back on keto, so no potato or cornbreads. Well, isn't cornbread okay? Because corn, I don't know. I thought corn might have been okay. Maybe I'm wrong. Come over here. Needed some scissors. Still the sugar and the carbs. Well, if it's in the mix, then there's sugar, but yeah, corn would still have sugar, that's right. Corn flour. And I'm just using a fork, and I just put it in the measuring cup because the only thing I needed to measure was the milk. Now I don't need a measuring cup for anything else that I'm making, so why make something that's dirty? Hey, I'm watching you people! Hello, hello! How did everything turn out for you yesterday? I caught you at the beginning. I peeked in on some of the other collabs, or the raid stream, and then tried to catch you at the end, and I just had to lurk. All right, so I'm going to show you this pan. This is a regular pan that I use for making things. So it's individual bread. Instead of a muffin, it's just like a mini loaf. And then I put brown paper in the bottom. It could be, if you have a paper bag, I just happen to have a bunch of brown paper. If you got an envelope, you can cut an envelope up. You got just regular paper. But that's to help it so it doesn't stick on the bottom. You don't have to do that. I choose to do that. Your whole celebration was good. Only thing I messed up was giving the wrong Amazon wish list to most of the train. Oh, okay. I saw that. Okay, I'm going to grab some jalapenos here. This is also another reason why I have decided to use pans like this, because I want jalapenos in mine. My wife won't want jalapenos in hers. And then when I do meatloaf, I do the same thing. I use a giant muffin tin when I do jalapenos. You've seen people put dry rice in the bottom of them from being oily or sticky too. Oh, interesting. You're right, I should. This is a self-pump oil, so I wish it would do more of a spray. It ends up being a stream. I think that it doesn't function well. I'm gonna need to get a little on my fingers. It's not, I miss the sides mostly. Okay, we got time on this, so I'm going to go ahead and add the whatever veggie, stir the potatoes, and then add the decided I'm only going to put half of it in there. I don't want to overpower whatever, like too many things in there. I still got to make the couscous. I still got to add mushrooms, and we'll put some kale or something else in there that's green. You thought your meal would literally be in one skillet. Well, when we're done, it'll be in one skillet, yes. You love the jalapenos in your cornbread too? Yeah. So I put some in the bottom, then I'm going to pour the mix in, and then I'm going to put some on top so that I know which ones have it. So we're going to end up with 5 of them. So no switching hats with you working in the kitchen, I guess. Oh, no, they're right here. This hat's hanging up right here. So we can absolutely do that. It's just limited selection. So that looks good to me. And it says 15 to 20 minutes. So I'll just put that aside till we're ready to make it. Josh, are you usually the main cook in your home? Yes, Josh, I am the main cook in my home. My wife does not cook. When I grew up, I was always hungry. And so my mom told me I cook 3 meals a day. If you want to eat between meals, you have to cook for yourself. I said, fantastic. So she bought me a cookbook. Probably 8 years old, I started cooking. I don't know, maybe it was 7, whatever it was. I started cooking. So I cooked all the time. I worked in restaurants. My wife never really learned how to cook. She can follow a recipe on a box. And I cook by not following recipes. So, but great question. Love that. Needed a new name and a change of pace. Oh, Ace! Josh Sisme. Nice to see you again, Ace. Subdued changed flat cap. I'm gonna pick, well, let me see. You want tan, white, or blue? Tan, white, or blue? Uncle Teddy, I saw you post the ribs. Oh, you did it yesterday. I didn't see it posted till today. I thought, oh, fantastic. Oh, we're doing a skillet meal, Josh. So we've got potatoes on there, some weird veggie. I don't know what it's called. It looked like a spaceship or a pot pie. Okay, oh, I need to get the couscous started. I guess I lied. I do need to measure the water, so it needs to be exactly 1 cup. I've made this before. I'm not good with measuring. I forgot I have to measure it, so we'll have to rinse this out real quick. Just thinking, it did have raw egg, but I'm still cooking what's going in, so I'm not worried about that. There we go, 1 cup. 1 cup water. It looks like I dropped a seed from whatever plant that is in there. Oh, Doctavius for the raid. You might have to remind me later. I might forget. Subdue, did you say what color? All right. I didn't see that you saw a color, so I'll just pick one. We'll go tan. You're going to make some chicken and broccoli yourself in a few, trying to eat healthier and lose 100 pounds. Oh, that's a great plan, Ace. This is one of the things I've been doing this year is fry up vegetables. We usually use potato or beans in most dishes. I haven't done couscous a lot. That's a new one. This only 3rd time I've done couscous, which is like a pasta. So you wouldn't be able to have this at all. Subdue. This is going to also, let me see what it says. Carbs is 41 grams. So yeah, keto you would not. It's wheat is what this is. Okay, so salt is optional, olive oil is optional. I don't understand how olive oil is optional. Let's just pour some in. Doesn't that look awesome? I don't know how much I'm supposed to put. That looks good. And let's get some salt. 1/4 tablespoon. Since it's optional, we're just going to do this. I don't know if you can see the blue light on there. It's a salt grinder. And this is Celtic salt. All right, there we go. Now, how much of this do I need? 1 cup, 1 cup. Okay, we'll get that measured out, ready to go. All right, so that's rolling. As soon as that goes, you stir it all in and then you cover it and let it sit, which is a weird concept to me. That is not how I cook anything. Ah, you're good with it. You're good with the tan hat. All right. Since you are near the faucet, I'd like to ask you to drink some water. Tap water is yuck. Oh, mine is fine. My tap water is pretty good. Hey, sunshine, welcome in. You missed it. I've got chamomile tea today. Chamomile tea. Okay. So, oh, that's what else. I've got some portobello mushrooms. I went a little splurgy because I went to another store and bought some portobello mushrooms. They're already partially sliced. Normally I buy the full, but these look better than the full. Ah, chamomile helps you sleep? Well, I don't after 5 o'clock like to drink caffeine. Sometimes I do, but trying to decide how much mushroom I want. I think I'm going to go with 4 pieces here. Make these smaller. At least that one felt like it needed to. This one does as well. Okay. What did I miss? Oh, the drink of water? Is that what you're saying, Shrugs? Oh, or nobody else is going hat with you to, hey, it's time to change hats. If I missed something else, retype it. I'm sorry. It's one of those things where you get busy on something you're actually doing and you can easily miss something in the chat. So it is, let it boil, stir it in, and then cover. So finish the mushrooms, I'll toss those in too. like about every time I add something or I stir it, add more oil. Add more oil. Those who weren't here yesterday, I talked about olive oil. I'll show you the brand I prefer. This is the one that I like. It's Tunisian extra virgin olive oil. But the thing to be concerned about when you're doing olive oil is read the label, and what you want it to say is ingredients is simply fresh pressed olive oil. And then when it says country of origin, there's one country of origin. If you have more than one country of origin, you're probably not actually getting extra virgin olive oil. It'll have other things in there. It'll be lower quality. When they're doing blends of stuff, it's just not going to be as good. It's going to be... I learned this from a friend who is an expert in olives and olive oil. He studied them. Fat is flavor. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I asked for water and you drank tea. So, yeah, I don't drink water, like, ever. The only time I drink water is if I'm working out on a bike or exercise. So if I poured the water, I might have had a sip, and here I'll just keep drinking. So hope that's fine. That's why I don't have a hydrate. I have a redeem a spot of tea. Okay. I'm just trying to think through what else needs to go in here. Oh, you know what? Let's put the cornbread muffins in the oven, and we'll set the timer for 20. I don't have an oven cam. That would be kind of cool, but I do not have that. All right, let me remind myself how long it says the couscous is supposed to stand. 5 minutes, and then let fluff with a fork. I know it's been in there longer, but let's just do this. And then when it goes off, I can take the lid off the couscous, stir that up. We'll add that in here later. I've got some cashews I'm going to add in there too. And we'll have some... Let me check. Do I still have... kale? Does this look good still? Yeah, the kale looks okay. We'll add kale in there so we got some color. I've got some in my garden that I can start picking this week. I also got some collards, but I don't think those would go good in this dish. I can throw some green beans in here. I think I might do that. See, this is how I make meals. I have a bunch of different veggies on hand. I've got different proteins, beans, rice. We did rice yesterday, and quinoa, and then lentils. Lentils haven't turned out real well doing skillet meals, but I take those, throw it together, decide what I want, go based on my veggies, whatever I happen to have. I do have some yellow squash in there, which I'll probably do tomorrow. Might do that on the grill. And I got really nice, here, these are tomatoes from my garden. Those are all cherry tomatoes. I just picked those today. I've got like 3 really nice tomatoes out there. So I think I want to do a burger with a nice tomato on it tomorrow. 5-minute timer started. Good, but when's it going to be done? Come on. So I went and looked up the commands for ServiBot, and that's one of the commands you can do as timers. So that works out good if anybody wants to do another redeem for no hat. So I guess, I know most of you know all this, but if you look at the stream, 3-year Streamaversary. So if you want to help support in any way, you can support the prayer booth, and any donation of $50 or more, DM me, and you can get a shirt, merch, and I'll let you pick that, or you can get coffee, or I am fundraising for the Global Cycle Challenge, which helps kids with cancer, so raising funds for that. So I'm going to ride 500 miles in September. So any $50 donation to either of those, and you can choose between coffee or a t-shirt, and just DM me and we'll get that figured out. The other thing is, every sub that you give, I'm going to send out some stickers. So I'm going to get some stickers ordered with my little flat cap logo and with the 8-bit character. And then I've got some others I'll throw in there as well that are just some nice stickers that are, I don't know, they're just kind of some verses, some other things. They're just nice little stickers. So I'll throw some of that in there and you'll DM me again. But if you sub and you DM, or you sub and you want stickers, DM me. I'll get those coming out to you. It'll be a week or more before I get those. I've got to order them, get them myself, and then ship them to you. So there we go. So with kale, you could sit here and chop it all up. I tend not to like the stem down the center, so I'm just going to pull this apart and toss it in. See, that right there is the stem, so. Yeah. Well, the reason I did not put the stream avatars on there is because I'm on Wi-Fi and I didn't want to take up any extra bandwidth and end up with problems on stream. So I just tried to take that down. I don't know how much more that might add or not to whatever, but my computer would be running one more thing too. So, all right, so all the kale is in there. Again, put the lid on there. Moisture will help with that. I'm going to turn the heat up just a little bit. Move the couscous on the back. We'll chop some onions, move those to the front. I might not even need the green beans now that I'm looking at how much I got in there, but I often leave the outer layer on an onion till I get close to the end and just take it as you go. That skillet pan is actually a little too small for this burner, so I got to turn it on low, but I figured that way you could see what I'm doing. And I'm going to stir the other skillet here. My wife doesn't like onions, or I would have put the onions in closer to the beginning, and then we would have had onions all the way through it. If you notice, I'm using two different techniques for flipping these. One is go underneath and then flipping, and the other is slide it all to one side and push the top over. So if I want to make sure I get the kale on the bottom so that it can get in contact with the skillet and brown up, that's how I'm using that to do that. You can hear that sizzle, I think. I think it's still good. Turn that up a little bit there. Oh, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and add the cashews in here too. To make sure these get warm and brown, I'm going to do a little spot here in the center and put my cashews all down in there. Now, you can use other nuts as well. What this is I order cashews all the time. This is the crumbs at the bottom. I do that with walnuts as well, and then walnuts I will often take and put the walnuts in cookies or like banana bread or muffins or something like that. Your mom isn't big on onions either? Yeah. When they're not cooked. My wife seemingly can pick them out of any dish. Like, you get a stray that ends up in it when you're at a restaurant from like a taco or something, or fajita, and it's like, oh, there's one in here. Like, how do you find that? I can't find that. But she apparently does. So it's the taste, the flavor, fresh, cooked, doesn't matter. She doesn't like them. But I have, like you notice, I put mushrooms in there. It took me 30 years to get her to eat mushrooms. She now eats mushrooms. But it has to be the more expensive good ones, not the little white button mushrooms. She won't eat those. Which I don't blame her. I'd rather buy the better ones anyway. All right, I don't think I'm going to have room for the green beans, so I'm just going to put those back in the fridge. I still got couscous to add in there too. Because the couscous is not going to be very crunchy. That's why I'm adding the peanuts in there. Or not peanuts, the cashews in there. Okay, because I want my couscous to get browned here. I'm going to oil the pan. I put everything on 1/2, and now I'm going to put the couscous in there. I only put about half of the couscous in, so I'll save some for another time, so it's already pre-made. So that's what you can do too when you're making stuff, is you can make some of the ingredients that don't go in the skillet and make more. I did that with the black beans that I did the other day. Those got boiled. They get added to the pan later, but when I make them, I make more than I need, so that those days I don't want to take an hour to make my beans, they're already ready to go. I don't know if you can see that. All that oil is already sucked up by the couscous. And I need another spatula for this because I don't want to cross-contaminate the onions. I mean, I wouldn't mind, but I love my wife, so you know, you don't do those things. Because if I got one in there, that would be the end of the meal, and she wouldn't eat any more. Well, she might, but sometimes if that's happened. She just doesn't trust that there isn't more in there. Like, you're trying to sneak it on me. No, I don't have any desire to do that. I'd love you to enjoy it, but if you don't, why would I serve you them? All right, turn that down low. Hey, Miss Jelly Beans, coming in. Oh, Mel, I missed Mel coming in as well. Stump Pastor. Okay, let's do this. Will there be activities in heaven? Will we eat? Will we not eat? Will we play sports? Or have favorite hobbies? Ooh, I'm guessing you've got a passage you want to go with that. Mel, love onions. That makes me rash when wrong. Oh, wow, that's interesting. Mel, welcome in. Miss Jellybeans, good to see you. And you love couscous? It's new for me. It's never been a dish that I've had growing up. So the first time I had it, if you went and looked at the skillet meal, I just put it as a bed like people do with rice underneath. And my wife and I did not enjoy that much at all. Then I did fry it up a little more like you're frying the rice in the pan. I'm going to go ahead and mix this now. And then we enjoyed it when it browned up in the pan with all the other stuff. And I hope you can see the peanuts, or not, why do I keep calling them peanuts? The cashews are starting to mix in as well. If I flip, maybe you'll see it. No. There's some right there. See, and I make a whole lot more skillet meals than I post on socials because, like this one, there's so many layers. Like when you put the couscous in there, or the one yesterday with the rice in there, it's not the one that's so color differentiated that you can tell the difference between the potatoes, the other veggie that we did. If you came in late, I don't know what this veggie is, but we did that. It looked like a saucer. I think it's in the gourd family. Sunshine, my grandma is totally bowling up there. Oh, okay. Ads in 30? Okay. Well, we'll let the ads happen. I don't have anything. I'm not going to the fish because the cams are on me. So that won't work to go to them. So I'll wait till we're back from ads. Let me know when we're back from ads, and then I'll address the question about eating in heaven and other activities. The hobbies and the sports is an intriguing thing, but the food, I think we can answer more definitively. You know what? How about I ask this for those who are hanging out? I know, Subdue, you said that you had a good service at church today, and then you had a cookout. I don't know if you said cookout, whatever it was. You had a meal afterwards with church. What was the thing that you enjoyed most or blessed you most in the service this morning? That's why I'm saying that, as opposed to just what was the message of the sermon. But also you can then answer, if it is the sermon, what is your takeaway from that sermon? What was the importance for you? I was down in the marketplace, so I did not have that today. And I know some of you attend services like Mel on another day of the week, so that wouldn't be true for you. So. Okay, let me check on the, ooh, cornbread's looking good. Oh my goodness, that smell is amazing. This is one of those times where you wish you could smell that. Okay, I gotta check with toothpick to make sure it's done all the way through. Perfect. Now, maybe you don't know that trick. My mom did a lot of baking, and sometimes it'll tell you or give you that instruction to do that. But these were the ones I was worried about because they were the highest, so they might not have been done. I want to just put that on the back. Just leave that on there. All right. Okay, just some hellos. Chicken meal, yes. Oh, you had a chicken meal. Okay, ads are over. Okay, you covered Daniel today, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and connections of the fiery furnace to cleansing in the spirit. Ooh, that's interesting. Miss Jellybeans, we had a family singing group at church. The dad and 2 adult children. Other son and his wife are taking care of the daughter, who's likely has terminal cancer. She is 5. Oh, that's... Whew, yes, ask for prayers daily, absolutely. Well, I'm raising money for kids with cancer right now, so that definitely connects with why we're doing the stream, or the extra streams, I should say. Not why I stream all the time, but... Ooh, can you start to see that browning up now? I don't know if you can see the difference yet. Okay, so to your question of, will we eat in heaven? Well, there is Jesus telling his disciples that I will not eat of this again until we eat of it in the kingdom. So I would say that's a good indication that we will eat in the kingdom in heaven. Also, it talks about the tree that has fruit in its season, yielding fruit in the season. So there's no reason to have a tree that's yielding fruit and then not be something for us to be able to eat. I think there's a couple other references to eating in eternity. So yeah, I totally think that we will eat. As far as activities, I don't think it really specifically says activities and hobbies, but if we were created in God's image and have that capacity and have that now, I don't see any reason why in eternity we wouldn't have that. In fact, think about the idea of all the different sports that we've created and all the board games we've created, and think about having another 10,000 years. We're going to have the capacity to create a whole lot more, I would say. So, all right, Subdue, what's your thoughts on that? Sunshine, it was a sermon about a Christian taming the tongue and acting like Christians should. Ooh. Yeah, that's something we need to do. I would probably go in the direction of gossip with that, regards to that. I'm watching, and I imagine we can drink the water in heaven, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, I definitely think we'll be drinking water. So, what other stuff? Well, we've got the fruit of the vine he talks about. So I definitely think that there will be fruit juice, grape juice, wine, all those things, I think. Now, will we have soda or other unhealthy things? I don't think that we will have unhealthy things, but I don't know. Wade, at my Sunday school, you studied Barak and Deborah. Oh, very cool. You did a sermon of the parable of the sower. All right, Subdue giving us a passage. Matthew 25:21. He says, his master replied, well done, good and faithful servant. Come and share your master's happiness. This suggests that we will have activities associated with joy and fulfillment. I gotcha. Yep. Come enjoy your master's happiness. Well, there's other passages that talk about things that we have were given to us by God for our enjoyment. So if he does stuff on earth now for our enjoyment, then I think he certainly is going to in eternity too. So, yep. Mel, imagine, I'm going to do this. Then I can. Oh, you're going back to your church, Mel. Awesome. Can I find that? Or am I not here? It's like I got lost. Nope. Okay. That's not caught up for some reason. Imagine, which is your church, had their live Zoom meeting today. Oh, with people of various community groups. And the OC in-person church, out in California, I think, meeting together. We took communion and worship together over Zoom. Oh, so you did have something today. Awesome. That's really cool to have all of your communities be able to gather and do communion. That's awesome. I didn't know what the references were off the top of my head, but you're feeling like I'm spot on. Awesome. Also, Revelation 19:9. Then the angel said to me, "Right, blessed are those who are invited to the wedding supper of the Lamb." This suggests a celebration feast in heaven. Oh yeah, I was also thinking of that, but I went with the Jesus at the Last Supper. But yeah, there's the Lamb's supper, which, man, if they partied, just saying this, if they partied at Passover for a week, and if they partied throughout the year many times for a week plus, or a 2-week celebration, how long is that feast going to be? The wedding feast of the Lamb, I'm feeling like that's going to be a year of Jubilee, kind of. We're going to just party. All right, so this is basically done. I'm just heating it a little more. I'm watching. There was a passage of scripture you heard that made me certain that I do not want to get married on earth. Oh, interesting. Luke 22:16, for I say unto you, I will not any more eat thereof. Wow, this is going to be KJV, yeah. Until I fulfill the kingdom of God. Thank you for reading me yesterday. Oh, rating you with the fishes? Yeah, that was fun. Or funny. Yep, yeah, it was a little funny. Giving my channel breakdown and a couple of people, yep. Subdue. I feel that we will eat, although it will not be a need to eat. Instead, it will be to fill our mouths and stomachs with wonderful things that bring us more joy, to praise and sing to God. I wonder what a heavenly sandwich would taste like. I'm watching, yeah. See, and I think there might be a need for us to eat, and I understand why you're saying there might not be. Because I just want to go back to creation. And if God created us with a whole digestive system in order to consume and digest food, and Jesus had a resurrected body and he went to eat with the two on the road to Emmaus, I don't know. I feel like there would be more purpose for our bodies to still function. But I get what you're saying. If they're functioning perfectly, we might not need to eat daily. I don't know. And I don't know what I don't know how to figure out an answer to that, I guess. Okay. Do I want to add anything else? I don't think I do. I think this is good to go. So we got the potatoes. We got whatever that other veggie is. We got the kale. We got mushrooms in there. We got cashews. We got couscous. And then we got cornbread muffins to go with it. I think we're pretty good here. I don't think there's much more for me to do, everybody. Hope everybody's hungry. Subdue. I feel we will be fed by the Spirit only. It will be everywhere like air. Just bringing it to ourselves will be enough. Maybe eating food in heaven is more like fellowship and breaking bread more than a substance. Yeah, could be. Well, the other thing is, frankly, I'm not super concerned what heaven is going to be like, because it'll be whatever it's like, and it'll be different than we all imagine or even think it'll be. So, okay. Who was it we were supposed to raid? I don't remember. We can do a few more things before then, but I just want to get that started. Mel, could we eat just for the joy and would be able to enjoy food that we cannot do to cause our health issues? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, that's right. Doctavius, thanks. All right, so I can get that up and ready to go. So, yeah, supper time for you. It'll be supper time for me as soon as my wife gets home. So, yeah, we did a little over an hour. I was figuring an hour, hour and a half. So we've got a little bit of time. We don't have to rush out. Hey, Jordan, welcome in. Those who came in late, if you look at the VOD, you'll be able to see what the fruit, the veggie was. I don't know what it was. Here's what it chopped up as. I only cooked half of it, so I didn't want it to be overwhelming, the amount of potatoes I had in there, and you can see my pan's full. So, but that's something I'm trying, and it tastes a little bit like, what did I say? Kohlrabi, but without this, kohlrabi has a little more spice and a little more crunch. This had seeds in the middle, so it's still in the squash family, I guess. So, let me give you all a blessing. May God's seeking comfort find you. May his loving arms bind you. May his might protect you. May his wisdom direct you. May the joyous love of Jesus Christ be with you and all those you know, both now and forevermore. Amen. Thank you all for coming in here. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for those who are watching the VOD. Appreciate you. This is fun to just do a couple of little go on, cook. When I'm done, and we're good to go. Jordan, just finished my Bible study for the night, so thought I'd pop in when I seen when you were live before I head to bed. Well, thank you, Jordan. Appreciate you, friend. There's the alert in there. So you can go to hit !dono and give a donation there, or GCC and give a donation there. And every $50 donation given to either of those two charities, I will send you either a coffee or a t-shirt. DM me. We'll get that worked out. Every sub that you do, and this is through tomorrow and Tuesday. So you got 2 more days. You got 2 more days to do that. Tomorrow we'll stream longer. We'll do the regular stream in the morning of the Bible till about 10 or 11, depending upon where we're at in Scripture. And then we'll switch over to do some other activities. We'll do the same on Tuesday. And Tuesday, and I haven't got it all figured out, every donation will add to a timer, and the timer will keep getting added to. And there's different levels of how you can add to that. Bits, tips, subs, dono. I'll have a thing set up and I got to figure out a timer system tomorrow, I guess. And add that up, keep adding minutes to it, and we'll see how long you can make me stream on Tuesday. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. All right, let me get the stream. What was your Bible study on? We still got a minute here. I'm going to get the raid started, but we still got time. You can tell me. What did you Bible study on? Because we were talking about that before you came in, everybody, what their church did or was a nice celebration piece that they had in church. I had a really good conversation today with a gentleman who first walked by, and I don't know what he said or whatever, or the question was. He goes, I am blessed. I am more blessed than I should be. I am I'm beyond blessed. I'm like, ooh, this is my kind of guy. And they came back later, and we had a pretty good conversation. Oh, you're on the book of Job? Job is one of my faves. Do you know what Job's name means? Let me hit the credits before I forget. Where's my credits? There it is. Thank you, everybody.
Pages, Chronicles, Gospels, Prophets, Sages, Leviticus, Laws to Paul's fine phrases. Turning them corners, no spiritual mazes. Genesis to Revelation, self-divine, flipping scripts, endless grace you'll find. Psalm singing sweet, unbroken lines, hitting that rhythm, wordplay refined. Anybody in here blessed? I'm blessed. Anybody in here blessed? I'm blessed. Bible in 1 year, we don't rest. Anybody in here blessed? I'm blessed. Wake up early, the dawn's light shimmers. Spiritual breakfast, soul food dinners. Isaiah's vision, Ezekiel's figures. Walk through the fire, no one limbers. Kings and judges, prophets profound. Plowing the word, no mythical ground. Verse after verse, wisdom's bound. Heavenly soundtrack, soul's urban sound. Anybody in here blessed? I'm blessed. Anybody in here blessed? I'm blessed. Bible in 1 year, we don't rest. Anybody in here blessed? I'm blessed. No shortcuts, all divine routes. Listen to the whispers, no room for doubt. Parables drop stronger than gold faucets. Souls hydrated from divine prophets. Study the book, change perspectives. Carefully crafted, not too subjective. A year to reflect, learn and perfect. Patterns of grace that time can't deflect. Old Testament drops, deep and so real. Kings and warriors, covenant seals. Split that Red Sea, divine reveal. Commandments written, not made of steel. Bethlehem birth to cross on the hill. Unfolding the blessings, pastor with skill. Scripture flipped, every verse fulfilled. From Eden's garden to Jerusalem's thrill. Anybody in here blessed? I'm blessed. Anybody in here blessed? I'm blessed.
blessed.